Our angry world. Anger is everywhere. Spouses are angry at one another. Employees are angry at bosses. Teens are angry at parents, and vice versa. Citizens are angry at their government. Television news routinely shows angry demonstrators shouting their wrath. Spend some time around a major airport when bad weather has canceled flights, and you will observe anger in action. Many of us are angry at ourselves. Sometimes we are angry and think we shouldn't feel that way. Or we observe our children expressing anger inappropriately and wonder how to teach them to deal with their anger. Clearly, many of us have issues with anger. In addition, Christians are often confused about this powerful and complex emotion. For those who follow Christ, is there ever an appropriate expression of anger? What does the Bible say? Can anger ever be a good thing? If in searching for answers to these questions you go online and type anger in a search engine, you will find an overwhelming amount of information. Yet most of what has been written does not deal with two fundamental questions. What is the origin of anger, and what is the purpose of anger? Why do men and women experience the emotion of anger? Understanding the origin of anger is essential to understanding the purpose of anger. And understanding the purpose of anger is essential to learning how to process anger in a constructive manner. The few books and articles that do raise the question of origins tend to see anger as a survival technique in humans' early evolutionary development. Anger is nature's way of preparing humans to respond in times of danger. As one who holds an undergraduate and graduate degree in the field of anthropology, I believe this view is woefully inadequate. In the first place, it ignores the Christian worldview, and secondly, even if one accepts a naturalistic worldview, it does not adequately explain the psychological aspects of anger. Much of the confusion among Christians about the emotion of anger flows from our misunderstanding of the origin of anger. Christian literature on anger has tended to focus on controlling it without an adequate understanding of the source of anger. But I am convinced that our efforts at controlling anger will be much more effective if we have a clearer understanding of the source of anger. So, where does anger come from? What is its origin? The answer, which may surprise you, is found in chapter 1, and the answer suggests anger's purpose, which is described in chapter 2. I have counseled couples and families for more than 35 years now. I have worked with hundreds of families dealing with multiple family problems. In almost all cases, these families or couples have struggled with processing anger. When adults know how to handle their own anger in healthy, positive ways, they not only create a more secure environment for the family, they also have greater potential for teaching their children how to process anger. Equally important, they are able to build a productive work environment, engaging effectively with their co-workers. Where adults have not learned to process their anger, marital and family turmoil usually results, sometimes spilling over at work or other settings.